What actually makes you a connector? Now, a connector is somebody who creates connection. A connector connects. So what is that thing that actually set us out as connectors? And it is this that I'm going to be talking about this morning. And it's important we talk about this because in about 3 days' time, we're going to be starting a 90 days game plan. And this is a very, very serious one. And all the trainings we'll be getting in the past few days is all in a bid to prepare us. And this is one very, very important area that pertains to everybody in this business. But unfortunately, a lot of people shy away from it. A lot of us are already spoiled, so we don't feel the need for it. But today, we are going to understand something. Face-to-face, one-on-one, the real connector's identity. First, what are the types of presentations that we have? Now, the most common one is the big events or office presentation. What I mean by big events is any presentation that you invite people to, as long as they are up to 50 and above, they all qualify. Even if you have a 1,000 event, it's still the same thing. Like you are making bookings to an event, to an office presentation, that is it. So this is the first type of presentation. And you see this presentation is very powerful, all right, because it brings social proof, it increases belief, it's fantastic, all right. But the major downside to it is attendance. From all of us here that we are making booking calls and we are inviting. When you book 20 persons for a particular session, how many persons do you usually have in attendance? From reports, from our KPI reports that I've been actually looking at, from different persons, I've realized that the people who get the highest attendance ratio, okay, they get around 24%, while on the average, it falls between 15 to 17%. So meaning that a person books 100 persons and is expecting just like 17 to 20. So this is one of the downsides to big events, all right? And we actually saw the reason why, persons don't attend from the training we got yesterday. Okay. Now, another type of presentation is small group meetings or home lunch. Okay. These are meetings that they are just, small. A person just invites like 5, 6, 7, 8%, 10%, just a small group meeting. It doesn't usually happen in the office. Sometimes it may also be in the office. Okay. But it's not a regular office event. You understand? It's not a regular schedule. It's just, and the advantage of this one is that you can adjust the time anyhow you like it. You can decide to do it 7 a.m. and the people you're inviting. It is just a small meeting. And it's also a very powerful type of presentation too. It's also very powerful, especially when you are new in the business. Good type of presentation for you to launch your business. Okay. The downside to this is also attendance. I don't know how many of us you've done home lunch and all the people you book for the home lunch came. Sometimes they will come and sometimes they may not all come. Now, for those that will come, some will come early, most will not. It's like when the presenter has already got to the middle, you start seeing some of them coming in, and it's a very good presentation, but then it has its own downside. Now, the type is what I call face-to-face, but this one is 2-on-1. Now, that is when you go to your leader or upline and say, upline, I have somebody I want to come and show this business. Please, I want you to follow me. So your upline will follow you to the person and you will be seated there. You introduce the leader and your leader shows the person the business. Or perhaps the person comes to the office, you take the person to your leader's office. So the leader is seated. While your leader shows the person the business, you are just seated there, since you know that person. So that is 2-on-1. It's also very fantastic. A major advantage of it is that it's tailored towards a particular person. But the major downside to it is sometimes you might have difficulties with your leader's schedule because you are going to be at his mercy. So you want to go and see a prospect, and this prospect gives you this time, but your leader say, hey, I have another meeting at this time. There's nothing you can do. So it's either you reschedule, and some of these things are not just. It's actually good to strike when the iron is hot. Okay, that's a major downside to this face. So the fourth type here is face-to-face, which is 1-on-1. You see this one, as far as I am concerned, does not have any downside. Why? You are going to achieve 100% attendance in this one because it's only one person. So you are getting 100% attendance. Another advantage is that it is going to help you personally. You are not at the mercy of anybody. You can decide to schedule 4, 5, 10 in a day. It's your time. You are not at the mercy of anybody helping you. You are fully in charge. It makes you to take charge of your business. It helps you to have the power, and it actually improves you. Okay, then that is what we are going to be talking about basically today. Then another one is face-to-face using technology. Now this face-to-face is now maybe in a situation where the person is far away. Okay, like yesterday I was having a conversation of close to 55 minutes with someone. The person is not in the country. Okay, now it's a one-on-one, but it's not physical. Do you understand? Now it's also very amazing, okay, because you are in charge. But the downside is just the technology, because our business is belly to belly. But it's actually very good when that is the last option, meaning that this person is not physically available, and this is the best you can do. So you can do a Zoom meeting with that person, or you can just do a WhatsApp call with that person, or Skype, or whatever that is convenient for both of you. But one of the things you must note in face-to-face using technology is that it is good when you can see yourselves, not just phone conversation alone, except if you are following up. But when it comes to you presenting the business it's good you see yourselves. You can even use the camera and draw circles and all of that. All right, then the last one is third-party tool. What are these third-party tools? For example, you send a video, you send someone a video link, that's a third-party tool. You send someone maybe a PDF material, that's a third-party tool. You get. Now the good side of the third-party tool is that yes, it helps you act as a consultant. It takes the whole stress away from you and all of that. But the major challenge is, how many persons have you sent videos to and today they did not watch it? But before you send the video, you confirm. If I call you by 3 p.m., yes, I will have watched it, but some of them still did not. And you kept, pushing and pushing and all of that. So all of these tools, all of this presentation, they are all very, very good. But we must understand when to use them, okay? You see, are you aware that, I don't know if there's any medical doctor here, you will agree with me that 2 patients might be having the same illness, but you might not prescribe the same drug to them. Why? Because this patient who is having this illness might not be able to use this kind of drug. Why? Because of some other underlying issues that this patient is having. I remember back then, they will always ask, have you ever had ulcer before? If it is yes, there's a particular drug that they will not give you. If it is no, there's a particular drug they will give. Do you react to this? They ask, even though it's not just this person is having malaria, then this must be the drug. No, meaning that you want to show a person a business. You should try and understand that, okay, which of these presentations will be best suitable for this person. Okay, but for one, okay, I'm going to be doing on face-to-face one-on-one. If you really want to run the 90 days game plan, if you are serious about running the 90 days game plan, there's nothing you can do. You must do one-on-one, because booking people to the office is not enough. Booking people to events is not enough. Booking people to Zoom every evening is not enough. You must do one-on-one if you are really serious about running 90 days game plan. You see, one-on-one presentation is the only type of presentation where you are sure of 100% attendance. Yes. It's either the person says, okay, I'm not okay with this time, I'm okay with this time, and you guys seal the time, and it happens. You see, one-on-one helps you build skills, discipline, and confidence. One-on-one helps you build skills, discipline, and confidence. There are some one-on-one you go for. You might not get the person to join the business, but you have already learned a skill. And there are one-on-ones you go for, you use the previous skills, apply it in these new ones, and before you know what, you are getting results. If you keep doing it, you will realize that you are improving in skills. Then because of the way one-on-one is, it is going to improve your discipline. It is going to improve your discipline, you keeping to time and schedules. It is going to improve your discipline, and it's going to improve your confidence. Some of us are not confident about this business, and that is not good enough, okay? If you want this business to pay you, then you must be proud of this business. You must be shameless about the business. Like, I just don't give a damn. I just don't care. This is my business. Let me share an experience with you. When I was still, sometimes, okay, yes, it was early 2019. We're still, trying to put one or two things together in the business. And there's this man in church. The man saw me. He knew I didn't have a job. But I never told him I'm looking for one. I don't know who sent him the message. He went to meet someone and told the person I am looking for a job. And he came and told me that I've already told this brother you need a job. I'm like, I never told you I'm looking for a job. So I started to think, okay, what do I do? He has already told him I'm looking for a job. Okay, so I messaged this person and I told him I want to come and see him. He didn't know what I was coming for. I'm like, this is a very perfect opportunity. So I got to his office, and when I got there, I tried to, package myself. When I got there, I saw it in his eyes that I was already when somebody is coming to you for help, there's a way the person's face will be looking. So I just told him that, Bryson told you that I need a job, right? He said, yes. And actually, I said, no, don't worry. I actually don't have a job and I don't need one. He was shocked. That was how we started one-on-one presentation. The man came on board with 15 centers at the end of the presentation. Now, it was actually the confidence, because when I was going that day, I was already prepared. I will draw circle. I would use video. I did not draw any circle. I did not use any video. It was only my story. The man saw the confidence and I told him my story and he signed up. Your confidence is very, very important. It's not about the skill is very important, but the confidence too is important. Because if you have the skill, but there's no confidence, it's just there, you won't be able to express it. So one-on-one will push out that confidence in you, whether you like it or not. All right, as long as you engage in it. You are not a connector if you don't do one-on-one. Have you ever seen, yes, it happens. There was a time I went to a bank. As I was leaving, one lady was running after me. I think it was Zenith Bank. She wanted to sell their insurance policy to me. Now, have you ever seen a bank marketer or just any marketer? You people met somewhere and he's telling you that, okay, you know what? For you to know about these products, come to our office by Wednesday, 11 o'clock. No, it is right there. They will tell you about that product or service right there and try to get you started. Sometimes you go to the market and you see bank marketers. They will be in the market opening accounts for market women on the spot. They will not tell these market women to come to the office. So eventually they may regularly tell them to now come later for whatever thing. But at that point, they are filling the form, they are fast making the deposit to activate the account right in the market. It simply means as a connector. You don't need to drag somebody to the office right there and then. Show the person the business and collect the money. Show the business and collect the money. Show the person the business and collect the money. In fact, as a connector, okay, this is as a part of the things I'm going to talk about as we continue in this meeting. You see, the point of all of these things is that, see, whether you like it or not, it is not everybody that will attend office or Zoom presentation, no matter what you do. There are persons that you reschedule. Some of them will keep picking your call. It's not just that maybe they didn't want to come. There are people that have tight schedules, like really, really tight schedules. But if you schedule a one-on-one, okay, I can give you 30 minutes, okay, just rush down to my office, and it works out. So not everybody will attend an office or a Zoom session. Not everybody, but one-on-one, everybody can actually do a one-on-one. So how do I schedule a one-on-one? It's very simple. How do I schedule a one-on-one? Now, I'm going to be applying something that we learned from Ambassador Sam, and this is a very, very powerful technique, okay? And I want us to apply this. It's very, very simple, but powerful. The first thing you do is that you make 150 names, hot lists. There are some people in this list that you've shown the business before, as long as they've not joined, still put their name. Now, when we say hot list, they are, people that you relate with. 150 names, hot lists, okay? Now, let me also, because somebody is going to ask, but I don't have any hot lists. Yes, I've having a conversation with someone, and she made me understand that she does not have any warm list. She explained a whole lot of things. There is no how. There are people you are meeting every day. There is somebody you are buying something from. There is somebody you are greeting on your street. Start collecting their phone numbers and start greeting them. Do you understand? Create a connection. Prospect and make friends. The second thing you do is that send a curious text message. You see, this message is so powerful that everybody you send it to must be interested in hearing what you want to say. I remember what Ambassador Vincent Abalsen said when he was showing us the contact name list. He said that everybody is open-minded when they are curious. You see, if you are sitting down right now, maybe there are 3-4 of us right now sitting, and we'll just hear a loud sound outside, and we don't know what it is. We'll all rush out with an open mind in order to find out what it is. Why? Because we are curious. If it's something we already know, where we hear the sound, we know that that's what it is, so we are not even moving out. Now, the point is, when you send this text, Bro Chidi, Mr. John, when can I call you? I have an information only your ears should hear. There's nobody that will not say, oh yeah, call. In fact, some of them will say, call me now. So I'm going to say that when you make this 150 names, don't just send this text to all of them at once. No. You can schedule it, maybe 5 today. Then when you see the weight, you can now increase it to 10. You understand? So that you'll not be booking so many, you'll not be having so many schedules you'll not be able to attend to. All right. So send this curious SMS to them. Bro Chidi, when can I call you? I have an information only your ears should hear. Okay. Now, when you virtually schedule the meeting, share your story. How do you share your story? You see, sharing your story is a very simple, like about your background, how this business came in to, take care of that issue, and how you feel about the results you are getting right now, and how you feel about the future. That is all. The story could do with finance, it could also do with the health part, depending on who you are presenting to. Okay, professionals have different stories for different audiences. Some of us will have noticed it. Professionals have different stories. The stories still align, but they tell it from different perspectives for different persons. If I'm sharing a story and I'm doing a training for my team, the way I share the story is different. If I'm doing a closing in the office, the way I share the story is different. If I'm master your story, now share this story. Remember, face-to-face is best. The only reason why you should do face-to-face with technology, which is video call, is when that physical face-to-face is not possible. Like the person lives in another city entirely, the person lives outside the country, okay? So share your story. Now, by the time they already, that story is what you're selling to them. By the time they've bought it, the next thing, you have drawn the circles, let them see the business and let them join. The reality of the matter is that all of these things should not take you more than 10 minutes. Maximum 15 minutes, you are done. Now, when you are rounding up completely, you are now done with the whole thing. You've already been able to, you've sold the story, they are seeing the circles, you've seen interest. The next thing is to close the person down. Why? We have less than 10 slots. We are bringing in over 1.2 million people into the business in the next 100 days. Okay? If you come in now, some of them will be under you. If not, you will be under them. This is an assumption that you will come on board whether you like it or not. So the point is that you just invite them, make them understand, hey, all you do is get started is 50,000, that's 49,990. Now, this is not cast on stone, the ending part. Why? There are some persons that you need to make them understand that they need to come on board with the metaverse. That's when they know you're serious. There are some persons that you need to make them understand that, okay, you can come on board with 3 profit centers, and come on board with Digiverse, okay? But ultimately, bad as a bad, shall get started with the lowest one, okay? When they get started, you know that they will still come for QSG. There's still the getting started process. They will still see 2 months can change your life, and eventually they will upgrade. Are we together on the same page? Okay, eventually they will upgrade. So what are the tools that you must always have with you? Always have your pen and your notepad, and you can decide to even have 2 colors of pen, maybe even 3, black, red, and blue, because when you are drawing circles, all right, you can differentiate the pen color to make what you're drawing very, very clear to the person, okay? And as you are drawing it, let the person, follow you. Then always have the video. Decide on the video you want to be using. Okay. Now, when we talk about this video, there is this Amazon testimony, which is very powerful. Okay. We use it to whet the appetite of prospects. Okay. If you are sending a video, okay. Also decide, okay, there's this, I can use the 21 minutes video by Ambassador Sam. Maybe you want to use Ronke's video, depending on anyone that suits the person you are showing the video to. Okay. Considering the time and everything. So have those tools handy. You are not looking for it when you really need it, okay? They're already there. And you can even have these videos downloaded on your phone, because there are some prospects that you may have to just sit down with them and play the video with them and watch it together. Then finally, you can also have a presentation booklet that when you're not sharing the video, you are sitting one-on-one with the person, you can be showing the person, okay? And when you're done, you can use draw circles to still, bring more clarity. And it's also good for you to have interest forms. Have it in your bag. I was speaking to a lady, and while she was still contemplate. She did not even see the business completely. She just, heard some things, and she was already showing interest. The next thing I did, I pushed the interest form in her front. I carried POS, I put it by the side. She laughed and told the brother, I said, yeah, go to my car, go and bring it here. Do you understand? See, imagine, look at this. You called a plumber because you want to fix something, maybe in the bathroom or in the kitchen, and the plumber showed up, and you told the plumber, okay, this is the issue, this place is leaking. Then the plumber looked at it and said, okay, I'm coming back, let me go and bring my tools. What will be your opinion about that plumber? Please go to the comment section and answer me. It's not serious. It's not. You see a mechanic, a real mechanic, you could just call a mechanic, please, I need to come and fix something. He does not even know what you want. When he comes, see, he has tools for everything in his box. He will just open that box and everything he needs is inside it. You know that this one is a professional. So what makes you a professional? Having all your tools handy in your hand. All right. So that's a very important part that we must pay attention to. Have your tools with you. Now, mindset for a successful one-on-one. Speak like you own the company is confident. That's what I mean here. I'm not saying you tell them that you are the CEO of the company, but be very confident. See, people will believe you when they see that you yourself believe in what you are doing. That's the whole, that's the whole truth. You must be confident. You must display confidence in what you are saying. Okay. Now, always assume the positive, irrespective of negative signs. See, I've had experiences. I've had conversations with people and I'll be looking at them like, this one will not be interested. There was a woman, she was sitting in my office and, we're having conversation, showing her the business. And the way she was, her facial expression, there was nothing that shows that this woman would be interested in business. Nothing. Eventually, she came on board. Yes, presenters, you can relate to what I'm saying. Sometimes you enter a session, you are closing, and you are seeing people seated. Some of them are like, wow. And somebody is just looking like this. And you are thinking, this person is not even interested in what I'm saying. Lo and behold, you give your offer. Is that person that does not show any interest that goes to pay? And that person that is like, hey, is just there. So you could be speaking, you could be having this one-on-one conversation. The person is just looking at you with one kind of face. With one kind of face like she's not even following what you are saying. Like I'm seeing Madam Abiona Sarah now, okay? She's just looking at me calmly. But I know she's following what I'm saying. Do you get it? So it does not matter the facial expression. It does not matter whether they are showing some negative signs, like they will not be interested in what you're saying. Don't worry. You just be positive that they are interested. Because the moment you start accepting those negative signs, it will start affecting what you, after all, they are not even interested. You just do it anyhow. And before you know what, they are off. But when you are positive that they are interested in what I'm showing them, you will realize that you will do it so well. And at the end of the day, they will come on board. Now, act as a consultant. Don't be a hunter. Don't make it look like you just want to collect their money and run away. You understand? Act as a consultant. They have concerns. Take care of the concerns. They have this issue. Take care. Not your, oh yeah, pay. Calm down. You will close them down to pay. You have to collect the money, yes. But be a consultant. Offer help. See, let me start sharing this because this is going to become clearer as we look at these tips, and this is what I'll be rounding up with. The first thing is this: you have to be authentic, be real. All of us, we do presentations to people every single day, whether you are running this business or not. Yes, the moment you wake up in the morning, you started presenting and closing people down. That is it. The moment you wake up in the morning, every conversation you are having, you are closing somebody down, you are presenting to somebody. That is the way it is. You went to the market to buy something and you are pricing it. You are closing the woman that is selling the thing down to accept your price. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. Okay, there's a conversation going on and you want somebody to see from your point of view. You are doing a presentation. So now you do these things naturally, it flows, and you want to do a presentation and you now have to become maybe jittery or become someone else. No, be authentic, be real. Do you understand? Grow yourself, understand what you're doing and be authentic, okay? Now listen more than you speak. Listen more than, if you listen more than you speak, sometimes you may not need to speak much. Like the illustration I gave when I showed someone the business and I thought I was even going to play video or draw circles. At the end of the day, I didn't play any video, I didn't draw the circle. Why? Because in the course of the conversation, I realized that this man does not have any issue with network marketing at all. Business. That's the only issue he has. And the moment I realized that that's the only issue he has, I showed him how we could still run it even without him having time. And boom, he came on board. So listen more. So that when they are saying something that is important to them, because you might be talking and they are not, that thing that you are saying is not something that resonates with them, but you are so passionate about what you are saying. But when you pay attention, when you listen more, you'll be able to speak, you'll be able to hit the nail on the head. You'll be able to speak in the line that interests them. Okay. Now give compliments. Give compliments. Give compliments. Compliments open doors. Compliments open doors to anyone's heart, no matter how hard that person is. Okay. Genuine compliments. Okay. Appreciate something about that person. Give compliments. Dress for success. When you're going to show a business, it doesn't mean that you have to dress expensive to prove that you are a millionaire. Dress for success. Dress well. Dress as a professional. In addition to this, I will add something. Check your mouth. Am I speaking to somebody? Check your mouth so that when you are talking, the person will know, do you understand what I'm saying? Good. So check it. Maybe you can chew a gum or whatever, but just be sure of what, because one-on-one, you are sitting very close to the person. And later, as you open your notepad to draw the circle, both of you bring your heads together. Before you know what is happening, the person's prayer is that God, let this person say, no, I don't have any question. I don't have any, yes, don't worry, I will pay tomorrow. He just wants you to leave so that he can breathe. So it's very important. It's very important. Yes, wear a perfume. Just dress for success, all right? Now, if you must, practice before the real show. Now, if you are not so confident, practice before you go, okay? Let's say you've been doing it and, you've been doing it every day. Okay, fine. But you've not really been doing this. You just want to start doing one-on-one. Please practice. But understand that when you start, okay, it may not be very, very good at the beginning, no issues, but just keep doing it. So practice before the real show. Now, keep to time and don't waste time too. When you fix an appointment with somebody, okay, there's an appointment for 10:30, there's an appointment for 3:30, please keep to that time and do not waste time. Try to make the presentation as short as possible. This one is not a big event in the office. Try to make the presentation as short as possible. Now, be confident. Yes, I mentioned that, but don't be arrogant. I've seen people who, in the spirit of being confident, what they were showing the prospect was arrogance. What they were showing the prospect was arrogance, like talking down on the prospect, like, come on now. Be confident, but don't be arrogant. It's very important. Now, it is not a debate. You are not going to prove who is smarter. So it's not where it's a temptation that a lot of presenters, especially when you're doing one-on-one, they ask a question. The next thing, you want to become very intelligent. You want to be super smart. At the end of the day, they will also come with a kind of another intelligence. Before you know what, you people will be there sitting for 1 hour, 30 minutes. You only use 15 minutes to show the business, and the remaining 1 hour, 15 minutes you use to just do arguments, endless, useless arguments, unproductive arguments. That's what it is, okay? So it's not a debate for you to prove that I'm smarter than you. No. Yes, how for your materials, Andy, we've mentioned that. Raise common objections and diffuse them even before they arise. Raise common objections. What are these common objections? You know them. The most common one, I don't have money. Raise it and diffuse it. I can't talk to people. Raise it and diffuse it. Does this business really work? Raise it and diffuse it. I don't know anybody. Raise it and diffuse it. I'm very busy. Raise it and diffuse it. Okay, these are common objections. But since it's a one-on-one, that is why part of the things here is that at least you have an idea of who this person is. When you know that I don't have money is not part of this person's objection. You get, so there's no need for you to talk about that. Okay, but just raise common objections, perceived objections, and diffuse them even before they are raised. This will actually save you a lot of time. Then tell your story with every opportunity. Why? Because facts tell, stories sell. Okay. More than 90% of people who come on board in this business, maybe after seeing a presentation, actually came on board because of the person that showed them the business. I was with someone yesterday. I showed a business to some of his person in his office. So when we're done and these people left, we were talking, it was like, wow, I didn't know that so many people can present like this, because I was not the one that presented the day the man came to sign up. He said, oh, the way that man presented in the office that day, the way he told the story, how I loved it. I just told myself, I must do this. It was a story. So tell your story, because that's the most important thing. Tell your story. This is where I'm going to draw the curtain on this, but I'm going to quickly round up with this. You see, one-on-one presentation is what sets you out as a connector. If you are not doing one-on-one, you are not a connector. If you are not doing one-on-one, these are the things it means. It means that you are afraid of the business. It means you are not bold. See, there's a way our system is. Somebody can still be making some money and is not really running the business out. As long as you can lock yourself up in one corner and make massive booking call for an event. At least when you make that massive booking call, some of the people that go there will sign up. You will get results. But that has not set you out, because a time will come. These skills, you will need them to build your team. You will have teammates that will come to you. They will have some issues. You will not be able to resolve it because you don't have any experience. You don't know anything. You don't have the hands-on. Am I speaking to someone here today? So you must do one-on-one, because it's going to build you. It is going to help you to build a large organization. There is no leader that is building a large organization in this business that does not do one-on-one. And that is a major secret. For those that are hearing this for the first time, it is a secret that has been kept. But today it is revealed unto you. Am I communicating? See, one-on-one is a secret. to building a large organization in this business. Okay. So on this note, I'm going to pause. I'm going to pause